One thing I am finding interesting is that I want to mention because I thought this was a real match.
Yeah, me too.
And she was holding a gamepad. It was not a regular controller.
Yeah, which is,
It was the WiiU gamepad. I'm like, do we have some new meta here?
yeah, well, the thing is, one of the best players in BC who consistently gets to grand finals, Captain L, plays with a Wii Remote and Nunchuck.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. And I'm like, I played him one time, my introduction to him, I'm playing this guy with a Wii Remote and Nunchuck. I'm like, okay. And then he just completely owns me. I didn't take a game from him. I barely took any stocks from him.
Well,
he's a Pikachu player.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing we say in the FGC community is just play whatever's most comfortable.
Yeah, for sure.
I know a lot of players tend to play with fight sticks.
Yeah, I see that.
Or like an arcade style controller.
Yeah.
But I personally play with a pad. And like I've seen other people play with Xbox pads or PS1 pads. It's whatever works for you, go with it.
Yeah, that's just what you have to do. Like, I considered using Classic Controller Pro in this before. I didn't because I just decided that I liked the GameCube more. But I didn't have an adapter for the longest time. I got the Mayflash one.
I see.
USB, yeah.
I personally think that when it comes to using like the GameCube controller, just because I've been playing with it for so long, and I believe a lot of people feel the same way.
It's my favorite controller actually in general.
Really?
Yeah, I love the GameCube controller.
Yeah, I've had mine for years.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know how I'd feel if I lost it, so that's just how things are.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
All right, so it's kind of interesting. We have Dark Pit versus regular Pit.
Yeah, I definitely favor Dark Pit, but BigD is showing his stuff with regular Pit, and he does that a lot. Like he's a man of many characters. He plays King Dedede, Peach, Pit. I don't know, a few other characters. But
I've heard a story about how he plays King Dedede.
Yeah.
Because he's Big D.
Yeah, Big Dedede.
King Dedede is also a big character.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like it's so many layers to this.
I know.
I can't handle it.
Way too many.
Although, to be honest, I did not imagine Big D to look this way.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I kind of expected him to be way taller.
Yeah.
And this giant with like tiny controller in his hands, but I guess this is way more realistic.
Yeah. Well, have you seen him stand up? He is tall.
He is tall. I have heard he's very tall.
Yeah, he's very tall. I brought a King Dedede keychain that I had to show him if he brings out the King Dedede. And Pit has a 2-stock lead on Dark Pit.
All right, I think this might be it for Dark Pit. All he needs is one solid hit.
Yeah. And the thing about Big D is he's not like super fast. You wouldn't know to be intimidated about him if you didn't already know he was the best, because you see his playstyle. It's not like super speedy. So you think like, oh, maybe I could beat that, and then all of a sudden the match is over and you lost.
You know, I really want to play against him now.
Me too. I actually never have.
I wonder if I can play against him right now. I wonder if
should
that'd be
try.
allowed.
You ask him. I know he also plays people on Wi-Fi as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to be rude. I'm not the type of guy to kick a girl off the station. I'm not that type of. I'm not the type of guy. All right, I guess we'll just keep watching.
All right.
Okay, so
you probably get a chance to play him though.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
So you were saying you're actually in the Melee community. How long have you been playing?
Well, actually, I've played Smash in general all my life. Melee, I've played since 2006, but since I've actually played it competitively, that's been like, I just kind of recently started. Like this month is when I really got back into it. I played like in October. I played it, but now I've only gotten like decent now, and I can consider myself a little bit legitimate.
That's good.
Yeah. Who do you main?
I'm actually quite impressed that kids that play these new games and then they fall back to Melee.
Yeah.
It's actually quite surprising because Melee is such an old game.
Yeah, I know. Back in 2001 was when it came out, and the community is just so strong.
Yeah. Now I often say that, why do you guys play a party game?
Yeah.
And especially an outdated one. Don't you know that there's like 2 new ones already?
Yeah.
And then like people will just give me these looks and I'll be like, these kids. But with jokes aside, it's actually really nice that we're getting more players in the community.
Yeah,
I went to Battle Live. We had 96 participants.
That's awesome. That's really good.
So clearly, this is a thriving community right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And,
Smash 4 is really hot right now. Melee is really hot. Project M is also pretty hot, but people think that Project M might die, which is a little bit scary. I don't play it competitively, but I find it to be a really fun game.
Yeah,
what about you?
I really like Project M. I've only played it about 4 times, but
Oh yeah.
it's a game I find very very fun.
It's really fun.
It fixed all the problems that we wanted.
Yeah.
But the problem is it doesn't feel legitimate.
No, I know. It feels like it has a party game vibe, which is weird because it's made to be played competitively.
No, I mean it's
But it
because
kind of-
it's not from Nintendo.
Well, yeah,
it's a fan-made product, right?
Well, yeah, I agree with that as well. That's kind of one of the reasons why I didn't play it. Like I said, Melee is pure, and it's like the original competitive Smash, and you don't have to worry about updates also, which is another thing.
Well, I would like some updates.
Well, I do like
There's some
updates,
characters
but
I
it's
would
like-
rather not have to deal with.
There's sometimes like when you try to update something, it'll crash, which can be annoying.
Yeah,
Like, my GameCube still going strong after all these years.
it's just for fun. Yeah. So,
2 stock, 1 stock.
all right. So, is BigD a COD player?
I don't know actually.
I think he's a COD player. His precision
Yeah.
on those arrows.
Maybe he is.
I don't know. It looks like he could. I think he needs to turn around twice, 720, and then just
Yeah.
fire a shot and see if it hits.
Yeah.
Can he 720 no scope?
Did you see that? He just like turned around
Yeah,
and
he
then he
does
just
turn
shot
around.
his arrow.
But that's only 180. That's only
Yeah,
180
that's
no
true. He
no
needs to go
scope.
all the way.
All right. Ooh, the shields come up. All right. Now that's actually really interesting. I remember in Brawl, I believe Pit only had 1 shield. Now he has just 2
Yeah,
big
now he
ones.
has
That kind of like.
I thought he was already cheap with the shield, but they've definitely balanced him out with the whole recovery and everything.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have his glide anymore, right?
No, and neither does like Meta Knight or Charizard.
Yeah. I'm surprised that we don't see more Meta Knights. I like that
Yeah.
character, but it just doesn't work for me.
No, in Smash 4, I haven't seen like any of them.
Personally, I play Ganondorf, so like I'm already shooting myself in the foot here. Oh, is he gonna
Yeah.
loop it around the stage? Nope. I guess I was hoping for too
yeah.
much.
Yeah, but that would have been cool.
Wow.
Yeah, BigD finishes it off
Is this
again.
Big D or is this Big Bully?
Oh, and